Welcome back to the Advocate Podcast, where we advocate for students, families, and educators by helping bridge the gap between home and school. I'm your host, Dr. Kristi Love. Today, we're talking about something that many parents have heard about but may not fully understand: summer learning loss. Now, before anybody panics and starts planning 6 hours of worksheet today, let me reassure you, that is not what this episode is about. Summer should absolutely be a time for rest, fun, family, exploration, and making memories. Children need breaks. They need time to play, imagine, explore, and simply be kids. But at the same time, research has consistently shown that many students lose some academic skills over the summer months when they are not regularly engaged in learning activities. The good news: preventing summer learning loss does not require turning your home into a summer school classroom. Today, we're going to discuss what summer learning loss actually is, why it affects some students more than others, what parents can do to prevent it, free and low-cost resources available nationally, and how to make learning fun rather than forced. Let's go.
Dr. Kristi Love is an experienced educator and advocate dedicated to empowering students and families to ensure children receive a high-quality education. She specializes in culturally responsive teaching, restorative practices, and social-emotional learning, helping schools create supportive and inclusive environments. Through the Advocate Podcast, she amplifies voices, challenges inequitable systems, and keeps children at the center of every conversation.
Summer learning loss, sometimes called the summer slide, refers to the decline in academic skills and knowledge that can happen when students are away from school for an extended period of time. Think about it this way. If you stopped exercising for 3 months, your muscles would likely lose some strength and endurance. The same thing can happen with academic skills. Students may forget math facts. Reading fluency may decrease. Writing skills can become rusty, and problem-solving abilities may weaken. And when school starts back, teachers often spend several weeks reviewing previously taught material before they can move forward. Now, this doesn't mean children forget everything they've learned, but many students lose ground. Research suggests students can lose significant progress in reading and mathematics during summer break, particularly students who have fewer opportunities for enrichment experiences. While all children can experience learning loss, it tends to impact some students more significantly. Students who may be at greater risk include students who struggled academically during the school year, students with learning disabilities, students who have limited access to books, students without opportunities for enrichment, and students from economically disadvantaged households. One of the reasons educators are concerned about summer learning loss is because it can contribute to widening achievement gaps. Students who spend summers reading, traveling, attending camps, visiting museums, and participating in enrichment activities often return to school with additional knowledge and experiences. Students who don't have access to those opportunities may return having lost some of the progress made during the school year. That's why community resources and family engagement are so important. Before we move on, I want to challenge us to think a little differently about summer. When we hear the phrase summer learning loss, most of us immediately think about reading and math. But what if summer is also an opportunity to address some of the behavioral and life skills that students struggled with during the school year? If you've listened to this podcast before, you've probably heard me say that we should treat behavior the same way we treat academics. If a child struggles with multiplication, we don't punish them. We teach them. We provide instruction, we give them opportunities to practice, and we offer support and feedback. Behavioral skills should be no different. Many of the behaviors that frustrate parents and teachers are actually skills deficits. Students may struggle with organization, time management, emotional regulation, responsibility, problem solving, conflict resolution, self-control, and perseverance. And just like academic skills, these abilities improve with instruction and practice. Summer can be the perfect time to work on those skills because the pressure of grades, testing, and busy school schedules is temporarily removed. One area many students struggle with is executive functioning. Executive functioning includes the mental skills that help us plan, organize, manage time, remember information, and complete tasks. When a student constantly forgets assignments, loses materials, misses deadlines, or struggles to stay organized, people often assume they're being lazy or irresponsible. But often, they're struggling with executive functioning. The good news is these skills can be taught. Summer activities that support executive functioning include creating a daily schedule, planning family outings, managing a reading goal, packing for trips, keeping track of responsibilities, helping prepare grocery lists, and planning meals. These real-world experiences build skills students will use throughout their lives. Sometimes we tell children to be responsible without ever giving them meaningful opportunities to practice responsibility. Summer offers countless opportunities. Children can feed pets, water plants, help with laundry, prepare simple meals, complete household chores, and care for their belongings. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is helping children understand that their actions affect others and that they can be trusted with increasing levels of responsibility. And many behavior challenges are really emotional regulation challenges. Students may struggle to handle frustration, manage disappointment, accept correction, control impulses, and solve problems appropriately. And if we're honest, some of us adults struggle with this. But summer provides opportunities to slow down and teach these skills intentionally. When conflicts arise between siblings, resist the urge to immediately solve every problem. Instead, coach children through the process. Ask, what happened? How do you think the other person feels? What could you do differently next time? These conversations build emotional intelligence and problem-solving skills. Not every child struggles academically. Some students struggle socially. They may have difficulty making friends, joining conversations, sharing, taking turns, and resolving disagreements. Community programs, church activities, sports teams, library events, and neighborhood gatherings provide valuable opportunities to practice these skills. Social skills improve when children have opportunities to engage with others in supportive environments. One of the biggest mistakes adults make is focusing only on stopping a behavior. Instead, we should ask, what skill is this child missing? If a child constantly interrupts, perhaps they need instruction in waiting and turn taking. If a child argues frequently, perhaps they need support with communication and conflict resolution. If a child appears irresponsible, perhaps they need help with organization and planning. The behavior is often a symptom. The skill deficit is often the root cause. Summer gives us the time to teach those skills intentionally. As parents and caregivers, let's think beyond academics this summer. If your child struggled with reading, practice reading. If your child struggled with math, practice math. If your child struggled with organization, practice organization. If your child struggled with emotional regulation, practice emotional regulation. If your child struggled with behavior, don't just focus on stopping the behavior. Focus on teaching the skill the behavior is communicating they still need to learn. Because behavior, just like academics, improves through instruction, practice, feedback, and support. The good news is that preventing summer learning loss doesn't require expensive camps or private tutors. In fact, some of the most effective learning experiences are free. Children learn through reading, conversations, exploration, play, cooking, gardening, family activities, and community experiences. Learning does not only happen inside classrooms. In many ways, summer is one of the richest learning opportunities children have all year. Here are a few tips to help prevent summer learning loss. Tip number 1, make reading a daily habit. If I could recommend only one thing for parents this summer, it would be reading. Reading is the single most effective activity for maintaining academic growth. And it doesn't have to be complicated. Set a goal of 20 minutes per day. That's it, 20 minutes. Children can read independently. Parents can read aloud. Older siblings can read with younger siblings. Audiobooks can count too. The goal is consistent exposure to language, vocabulary, comprehension, and critical thinking. Let children choose books that interest them. Graphic novels, sports books, mysteries, comics, biographies, animal books, cookbooks, it all counts. The goal is developing a love for reading, not creating another assignment. Tip number 2, use your local library. One of the greatest underutilized resources in America is the public library. Libraries offer free books, summer reading programs, story times, STEM activities, crafts, teen events, and technology access. Many libraries even offer prizes and incentives for reading during the summer. If you haven't visited your local library recently, this summer is the perfect time. Children who regularly visit libraries are exposed to thousands of opportunities for learning. Tip number 3, turn daily activities into learning. Learning can happen anywhere. Let's talk about grocery shopping. At the grocery store, children can compare prices, estimate totals, read labels, calculate discounts, and identify healthy foods. That's math, reading, and critical thinking. Cooking is another incredible learning opportunity. Cooking teaches fractions, measurement, following directions, sequencing, and problem solving. Even younger children can help measure ingredients or count items. Tip number 4, encourage writing. Writing tends to decline quickly when students aren't practicing. Fortunately, writing doesn't have to look like schoolwork. Encourage children to keep a journal, write letters, create stories, write comic books, make travel logs, or keep a gratitude journal. For younger children, even drawing pictures and writing a few sentences underneath helps strengthen literacy skills. The goal is simply getting thoughts onto paper. Tip number 5, limit passive screen time. Now, before anyone gets upset, I understand. Many parents are working. Screens are part of modern life. This isn't about eliminating screens. It's about being intentional. Not all screen time is equal. Passive scrolling for hours is very different from educational engagement. Look for educational apps, coding games, virtual museum tours, reading platforms, and science videos. Balance is key. Children need time outside. Children need time reading, time creating, time imagining, and yes, some screen time too. Tip number 6, keep math skills sharp. Math skills can decline significantly during summer months. Fortunately, math is everywhere. Try counting money, measuring ingredients, playing card games, board games, Sudoku, puzzles, budgeting for a family outing. Ask questions like, if we have $20 and spend $13, how much is left? Real life math is often more meaningful than worksheets. Tip number 7, explore your community. Learning extends beyond textbooks. Visit museums, zoos, nature centers, historical sites, farmers markets, and community events. Even if admission fees are a concern, many locations offer free days or reduced cost programs. A simple nature walk can become a science lesson. Ask, what plants do you see? What insects are there? Why do some leaves look different? Curiosity is learning. And tip number 8, let kids be bored. This one surprises people. Children do not need constant entertainment. Boredom often sparks creativity. When children aren't constantly stimulated, they begin to create games, build things, imagine stories, solve problems. Those activities develop executive functioning skills that are incredibly important for school success. Sometimes the best thing we can do is step back and allow children space to think. Now let's talk resources. Families often ask where they can find free learning opportunities. Here are some excellent options. PBS Kids offers educational games, videos, and activities for younger learners. Khan Academy provides free lessons in math, reading, science, and more. Khan Academy Kids, excellent for younger children. ReadWorks provides free reading passages and comprehension activities. National Geographic Kids, great for science, animals, geography, and exploration. Scholastic Learn at Home offers engaging literacy resources. The Library of Congress provides free educational resources and primary source materials. NASA for Students, amazing STEM activities and educational content. These resources can help keep learning active without placing financial strain on families. If your child struggled during the school year, summer can feel overwhelming. You may worry they'll fall further behind. Remember this, you do not have to recreate school at home. Focus on consistency. A little learning every day is more effective than occasional marathon sessions. 20 minutes of reading, a few math activities, meaningful conversations, visits to the library. These small actions add up. Progress matters more than perfection. I want to end with something important. Please do not allow social media to convince you that every moment of summer must be productive. Children need joy. Children need rest. Children need family time. Children need opportunities to play. The goal is balance. Summer should not feel like punishment. Learning should feel natural. The best learning often happens through experiences, conversations, exploration, and connection. Read together, cook together, explore together, laugh together. Those moments build academic skills and lifelong memories. As we prepare for summer, let's remember that education doesn't stop when school ends. Learning simply changes locations. It moves from the classroom to the kitchen, from the desk to the library, from worksheets to family experiences. And every parent has the ability to support learning without becoming a teacher. Thank you for joining me for this episode of the Advocate Podcast. I've been your host, Dr. Kristi Love. And until next time, keep asking the hard questions, keep showing up for children, and keep advocating, because children deserve adults who won't stop fighting for them. Be blessed.